very same thing. They've been fighting since early June, and they're non-mission capable. They're there to be rearmed, resupplied, and retrained. And then we have the 106th Infantry Division that's been on the continent 10 days, been on the border 5 days. They've never fired a shot in combat. They're as green can be. They're there to be retrained. On the 16th of December, those 4 divisions are going to take on 29 German divisions. In the case of the 106th Infantry Division, they're going to lose 8,000 of their men in 48 hours. That's 2/3 of their combat power being completely wiped out. And the other divisions are scattered, and there's nobody to help them. The Battle of Bulge starts on the 16th of December. It's the 19th of December before the commanders meet in Verdun to decide what to do. Why does it take 3 days? Because most of the commanders are at home on Christmas leave. General Eisenhower is on Christmas leave in America. General Montgomery is on the British Isles on Christmas leave. General Hodge, commander of the First Army, is on Christmas leave. And keep in mind, 1/3 of their combat power is not even on the front or in large cities. Totally caught by surprise. When they meet on the 19th of December in Verdun, there's really no plan. There's just a question by General Eisenhower as to who can offer some help. We take the 2 regiments of the 101st Airborne that are in Reims, France. We push them on trucks. We push them to Bastogne. 2 hours after arriving, they're going to be surrounded by 6 German divisions. These are just 2 regiments. That's 12 to 1 odds. It's unbelievable, but unbelievable that anyone even survived. And then General Patton is asked how quickly he can move portions of his army to the Bulge. Keep in mind, General Patton's 100 miles away. He's in Nancy and Metz, and he's already fighting his own fight with 11 German divisions. The Germans, realizing how powerful the Third Army is, will launch Operation Northwind. Operation Northwind sends another 7 German divisions to Metz and Nancy to take on the Third Army. So General Patton is outnumbered, even in his own defense. He will, however, release 2 of his corps. He'll fight defensive action with 3 of his divisions. He'll launch the other 6 divisions into the Battle of the Bulge. But keep in mind, he's still got 29 German divisions in the Bulge. No one attacks at 3 to 1 odds except General Patton. General Patton made it very clear to his commanders not to fight. If you look at the map back there, what he called the head of the snake, where the arrow is, where the combat power is, where you see the American arrows sliced through the black German arrows on the other side is historically accurate. What General Patton did is he cut the snake in 2 and rolled it back into Germany. And the Germans were faced with the very same problem we had in June, August, and December. No supplies for their army, and they're just going to die away. The entire area the Germans recaptured.
Okay.
And you see it bulges into Luxembourg and Belgium, hence the name Battle of the Bulge. Mm-hmm. We're the only country calls this Battle of the Bulge. The Europeans call this the Battle for the Ardennes Forest. You'll see your grandfather's divisions right there, 80th Division by Wiltz. Okay. Matter of fact, Gay Turner, the 2nd Medal of Honor recipient here, was in the 80th Division.
Yeah.
Yes. And what he did is held back General Pfeiffer's 5th Panzer Army for 7 hours with 9 men. Just because he would not give up those crossroads of Wiltz. See where Wiltz is?
Mm-hmm.
Wiltz is the last major crossroads before Bastogne. And they'll hold on to those crossroads for 7 hours with 9 men.
Oh, wow.
How does that change the future? I told you that the 101st is surrounded in Bastogne 2 hours after arriving. If it had not been for Day Turner, they'd have never made it in Bastogne. The Germans would have beat him by 5 hours. They would have never made it in Bastogne. They'd have been caught on their trucks on the way to Bastogne and completely decimated. Yeah. But this is the Battle of the Bulge. The Germans recaptured 60 miles of front in just 2 days. The red arrows are General Patton's 12th Corps. The yellow arrows are General Patton's 3rd Corps. The blue arrows are General Patton's 8th Corps. That he's going to launch in the Bulge. And remember what I told you? He told his commanders not to take on the head of that snake. That's where the combat power was. And it was very powerful. It was 3 times more powerful than his armies. And then to cut that snake in 2 and roll it back into Germany. That's exactly what happened. It's not that we destroyed most of those 29 divisions. They just simply ran out of what they needed to do.